The final viewership ratings have come out for the Acolyte, and this is possibly, probably, hopefully, the last video we're going to do on this series unless they announce a season 2. But after you see these numbers, there's no way they could justify a season 2. I mean, I thought it was bad. I didn't think it was this bad. We're going to bring it all to you in this video. But before we begin, could you do me a massive favor? And please hit that subscribe button. It's a free thing that you could do to help out the channel. I really appreciate it. Now let's get on with it. This article coming to you by That Park Place. They do some good work. I will put the link to the article in the description so you can read it for yourself. Look at this title. The Acolyte. Final viewership is 41% below Ahsoka and over 50% below Andor. What? Andor used to be the lowest watched show in all of Star Wars. It was the greatest Star Wars show that nobody watched. And just for the record, I will be reviewing every episode. Maybe I'll block it into 2 episodes per, because everybody's been asking. We did a poll and it was like 90% of y'all said, Jay, do Andor, do it. So I was like, okay, fine. We'll kick that off in September. Andor reviews, dear God. Probably do 2 shows at once, so get ready for that fun adventure. So it looks like The Acolyte has taken Andor's place as the lowest viewed Star Wars show in history. Leslie Nielsen reported that The Acolyte's viewership for the show's finale only hit 335 million. Oh, and I apologize if you're new here. We always call the Nielsen report Leslie Nielsen. Shout out the Naked Gun. Anyway, remember that number, 335. That was for the grand finale. The article highlights this Twitter account, or X account, sorry. And it shows that with each Disney Plus Star Wars show from Lucasfilm, that the bar graph heads in the wrong direction. Now remember, The Acolyte's number was 335. So we've got Book of Boba Fett, 885, Obi-Wan, 860, Andor, 674, Ahsoka, 575. What in the world, Lucasfilm? Why does everybody over there still have jobs? And why are they giving out ridiculous budgets for shows that nobody cares about and nobody watches? And just so everyone can see the ratings for themselves, these are the pictures that were a part of that tweet. You could see he circled them for you, made it very easy for you to see the number. And everything is going downhill. No matter what they did, they brought back Hayden Christensen. They brought back Ewan McGregor. They brought back everyone, and still, it's going downhill. People have turned off the nostalgia button. People have walked away from Star Wars. Lucasfilm is a total disaster, and yet they still smile and wave and laugh, and everybody's good to go. And they're like, here's 200 million. Make a series that no one's going to watch. And the only people that are watching are the ones that are laughing at it and making fun of it. My goodness. What's happened to you? The article continues. In fact, other data points to this being the case. The show fell off the Leslie Nielsen charts in its 3rd week when the 4th episode titled Day debuted. Wait, the 3rd week was The Witches, right? The Witches that made the Force a thread. So nothing brought people back after that. They wanted to watch the controversy because that was kind of trending. Like, man, episode 3 is the killer. It's the worst. It totally changes everything. Episode 3 is awful. People watch the witches dancing in The Acolyte, and they're like, I ain't coming back. They missed the lightsaber duels, which people were saying that they were pretty good. And they also missed this. They missed the Sith saying, hey, why don't you get in the water and join me? I don't want to get out because of shrinkage. So, you mean You mean this didn't bring the ladies in to watch the Star Wars show? Man, I tell you, man, this was really something. And if they even greenlight a season 2, what are they thinking? What are they doing? Like, what kind of dirt does this lady, Leslie Headland, have on people, right? What kind of dirt does Kathleen Kennedy have where Disney's like, all right, take 200, 300, whatever you need, make whatever show you want. No one's watching, whatever. But here is the crazy thing, because they just announced a bunch of movies that will be coming out for Star Wars on the big screen. And I'm telling you, if they can't get people interested in watching a series, if they can't get people interested in buying the toys, if they can't get people interested in anything other than watching this stuff for a joke, to laugh at how bad it is for whatever reason, if they make shows that are supposed to have 2 or 3 seasons, obviously the Acolyte was filmed with a second and third season in mind because they just left it on like cliffhangers, but they're not going to make it because nobody watched. What do they think is going to happen when they release these movies? The first one is Mando. The only thing that's a net positive, I guess. They sold toys. Everybody bought a Baby Yoda when that came out. And the viewership was really high. So they're like, well, we got to make a movie because it's the only thing anyone cares about. But at the end of season 3, people are like, yep, I'm done with Baby Yoda. I'm done with Mando. That story was told. They're squeezing that thing a little too hard. And we're not watching. Also knowing that why go to the theater and watch it when they're just going to dump it on streaming in probably 2 months? So they are heading for a disaster. Then what comes up after that? Rey, maybe. They've announced it a few times, and if Mando and Grogu don't do well, do you think they're actually going to try and do a Rey film? I don't think so. I think it's going to get squashed. It's really sad to see Star Wars. And oh my gosh, don't get me started on Mark Hamill and the damage he's doing to Star Wars. That maybe we'll do another video on that. But my goodness, people have literally walked away and have no interest in Disney Star Wars. None. And I don't care how many hashtags are out there. I don't care how many bot accounts, how many Twitter accounts, or people they fly out to Lucasfilm to say the show is great. They did not help the situation. They didn't change the viewership. Their reactions on their YouTube channel, which are very small, by the way, because people are tired of it. They know what's going on. They know they fly these YouTubers out and they get like special access or whatever, even though they didn't get a paycheck. They got all kinds of free stuff. They're like, hey, promote the show. Hurry. We need help. It's dying fast. They ain't helping the viewership. They're doing everything wrong. They're doing everything in their power to crush this IP into the ground. I'm at the point now where we're just watching the train wreck, man. We're just watching the train wreck. So if they actually get to a point where they put out something good, people have already walked away and they'll just be like, oh yeah, well, I'll catch it one day when it's on television. There'll be no excitement. Absolutely nothing. And for me, what I think they're going to do, this last big squeeze here, is they're going to try to like dump everything in there. We believe that the Millennium Falcon, Han Solo, Luke Skywalker will be in the Mando film. And it just to try to get people back to watching a Star Wars film. Anyway, let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. It was nice seeing you, Acolyte. It was a good run, at least for me anyway. I'll catch you next time.